The first thing I remember was just the sounds. Even before the pain that I felt, I remembered the sounds. You know, crying, sobbing, screaming, people praying. I mean, there was just sound everywhere, and it was not good. And then you sort of have this foggy moment of, oh my God, what happened? The train car that I was on was a very, very old cast iron, concrete floor, just monster of a train. And it plowed 3/4 of the way through the rear car of this double-decker kind of tin can, they described it. And that's where most of the casualties occurred. When I woke up, I was encased in metal. I was a senior in high school, and I had been invited to participate in a work-study program my senior year. So I hopped a train usually by about 7:20, 7:25 in the morning to go downtown to the Time Life building where my job was located. And it was the 30th of October, but that year we had already had snow. We were maybe 3/4 of the way to Randolph Street, around McCormick Place. I, to this day, all these years later, don't remember the impact. First, one of us asked the other, like, are we alive? What is this? And we realized then that nobody knew we were there. And so we decided, we had to start crying out. So we started calling out, and we heard footsteps, and I'll never forget the footsteps. You could hear footsteps approaching, and then someone saying, "Oh God, don't tell me there's someone alive in there." Once they found us, they assessed the situation. So here we were at the bottom of the twisted metal of 2 trains. And so there were bodies stacked above us. If they lifted it all up and pulled us out, we would hemorrhage because the heavy metal was acting as a tourniquet on our legs. So they decided that what they needed to do was peel the wreckage and the bodies off like lettuce leaves above us. It ended up taking 6 hours, and it was cold. They brought a fireman in, and they said, just stay with them. You have to keep them calm. At one point, a chaplain came and gave us last rites. That was not a happy moment, but the fireman was very cool. He's like, no. This guy just needs the practice. He's new at this. They just come around and pray. And he settled us right down. It was amazing. There was another fireman that came by and asked me if I could see the sign that was hanging in the wreckage practically over my head. And what I remember of the sign was that it was Jesus saves or something along that line. And it was a huge marker in my life. When I was in the hospital after the train accident, I really felt that I wanted to work out this God thing. That sign in the train kind of did something to me, and I needed to know. Someone, after one of my surgeries, sent me the Daily Word, which was daily messages, readings. Something about it drew me back again and again. When you watch spirituality take root and begin to blossom, it is a remarkable experience.